It's the Morning Pittsburgh Sports Report here at TribLive.com. I'm Ken Laird, along with Penguins writer Josh Yohe. Josh, welcome.
Oh, Ken, good to be here.
Miranda Homes brings it to you every morning. Get more home for less money. Check them out at MirandaHomes.com. Josh, you are supposed to be covering the opening of Penguins camp Friday. I have a feeling that's not going to happen. When will we have hockey? What's going on?
Well, that's not an easy question to answer, Kenny, but I'm not one of these people who think the season might be in jeopardy and that we could be looking at a huge lockout. I really think sooner rather than later there's going to be hockey. Will it start on October 11th like it's supposed to? No, I don't think so, but I also think it'll be before January 1st, which is what a lot of people think.
That's good news. And so the Winter Classic is sort of that deadline there looming as and is that important? And what will be the leverage which causes one side to bend?
Yeah, the Winter Classic has become important. That's a big money-making game for the league, let's be honest. For a lot of people, it's kind of the unofficial start of hockey season. But there's a good thing here. This is about money, really, and nothing else. If you go back to 2004, and the dispute there, that was more of a fundamental thing. You know, the salary cap involved and a lot of other issues that there was friction on each side. This is really just about splitting up the revenue at the end of the day. That's all this is about. Yeah, that's a big deal, and that might take a while to sort out. But when you're only dealing with one major issue and it's not really a fundamental change, I think it'll get done. And I think you have Don Fehr and Gary Bettman, two of the most stubborn people of all time involved. Will it take a little while? Yeah, of course it will. But I think they both realize that this league cannot afford to lose its season. So I think November, maybe we see hockey. That's my prediction.
In the meantime, you've got some strange dynamics with players. You're down at South Point, the former part-time home of the Penguins during the season, and now it's, of course, become just rogue players who are unemployed coming down and playing pickup hockey. And then you've got some other guys playing in the KHL. Is there any chance that we see replacement players come in or a mass exodus of players here to Europe?
I don't think there will be replacement players. I don't even think that's a possibility right now. Will some guys go to Europe? Absolutely. You know, Sidney Crosby's the big name people want to know about. I don't think he will go to Europe until he really is convinced that there's not going to be a season, and I don't think that would be until Christmas maybe at the earliest.
Okay.
Will he go at some point? Yeah, he will. He's basically said, I'm finally healthy for the first time in 2 years. I'm 25 years old. I want to play hockey. So, yeah, he's going to go at some point, I believe. Won't be anytime soon. Evgeny Malkin, of course, is already in Russia. Will you see other players go over to Europe? Absolutely. I would expect at least half the roster to go play somewhere. I don't think that's unlikely.
Crystal Tang?
Yeah, he said he's very interested in playing. He's one of the guys who will go. It's funny, everybody's different. Matt Niskanen said, my girlfriend just moved into town. She just got a job. I don't really want to leave her here by herself. So I might go home to Minnesota to go hunting, but other than that, I'm going to be around. So, and, some guys, your Dupuis and your Cooks, the veterans, they have kids, are in school in the area. It might be harder for guys like that to just, I'm just going to go play in Russia for a couple of months. But will some of the younger guys go? Yeah, absolutely.
This is going to boost the talent of adult leagues all across Western PA. Your beer league may all of a sudden feature Matt Niskanen showing up one day.
Yep.
And the AHL, actually, Wilkes-Barre-Scranton's going to get some pretty good players.
Yeah, they're going to have Simone Dupre and Joe Morrow on their blue line.
Great.
Their games are definitely going to be worth watching. Eric Tangrady's going to be in front of the net on the power play. There's going to be quite the loaded roster. And really, for a guy like Dupre or Morrow, this isn't a bad thing. Morrow, in particular, he's going to be playing great competition in the AHL. If you look around the league at some of the players that will be in the AHL, Edmonton just sent Jordan Eberle to the AHL, and Taylor Hall, when he gets healthy, is going to be there. There's going to be some great players, so that'll be a little better than your average minor league hockey, I promise you.
All right, but no doom and gloom. No hockey till November is tough to swallow, but you think by the new year?
I really do. Listen, it stinks right now. It stinks for everyone. It's a silly dispute when all it is about revenue sharing. You're dividing up the revenue, I should say.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it hasn't been sorted out already. It's a black eye for the league, but I really feel confident there will be hockey this year, and I think it'll be sooner than a lot of people expect.
Follow Josh Yohe at JoshYohe_Trib on Twitter and at TribLive.com. All through and all the latest with the Penguins and the NHL Lockout. For Josh, I'm Ken. This is the Morning Pittsburgh Sports Report brought to you by Miranda Homes.